All right. I'm redoing this video. I droned on for 30 minutes just talking about the TMC recruiter. And when I looked down and saw that it had been 30 minutes, I was like, I haven't even started my day yet. So I'm redoing it. We had a TMC recruiter. I'm not going to go into detail. If you want, I went into great detail about their whole recruitment and what their company does and everything. I'm not going to go into 30 minutes of detail on their recruitment stuff. You can go to their website and see their stuff if you want to. They brought some chicken biscuit things from like Chick-fil-A. I think that's the name of the restaurant. I'm not 100%. But Schneider was donuts yesterday. Today was these chicken biscuit things. It was like this piece of fried chicken, battered and fried chicken, and it was like a little like sweet biscuit type thing. They were little tiny things. It was like this huge slab of bread with these chicken things, and they had cut them out, and they didn't fully cut it. So when the director Gary was in there trying to get some chicken biscuits out, he had a hell of a time getting them out, and he ripped like all kinds of the breading because they didn't fully cut it. TMC. All right, let me try and give you the short version, not the 30-minute version of TMC. TMC has amazing equipment. It is owner-operator spec'd, according to them. And what they mean by that is that it's fully loaded from the manufacturer, and it has a bunch of aftermarket modifications that makes it really cool. And it comes with a 24-inch TV, and you get direct TV for $25. I think they said it's normally like either $75 or $100 a month, and the company pays for 3/4 of the bill, and you only have to pay $25. I guess if I could math what 3/4 was, I'd be able to tell you what the full price was. So I think it's $100 a month, and they pay $75, and you pay $25. I don't know what all channels that includes, but it's DirecTV, and it includes the Sunday ticket, which that alone is, I don't know how much, like $400 or something. They don't inspect the trucks once a week like I've been told. You are expected to wash the truck. Oh, it just like froze up for a second. You are expected to wash the truck once per week, and they have this point system that affects your percentage of pay. You make when you start out, you make 26%, and then after your first month, the lowest you can make is 27%, and you make between 27 and 34% based on their point system. And part of their point system is washing your truck every week. They have this card for car washes or truck washes or whatever that you use, and it has a truck wash every week available on it, and you're expected to use it every week. And if you do that, you get a point every week on your point system. There's a whole bunch of other things that can give you points. They pay pretty good. Their equipment is amazing. Their expectations are that you will be clean, the equipment be clean, and you represent the company in a very professional manner. Most everything that they said was really awesome. I would love to drive for TMC if I were willing to do flatbed, but I'm too lazy for flatbed. So after the TMC presentation was so good that one of the people in my class that said that there's no chance that they're doing over the road said that they would consider going on over the road with TMC, because they said that every one of their drivers are home on weekend unless they specifically ask to work on the weekends. They're a Monday through Friday company. After the presentation was, like, I want to say the Schneider presentation was 20 or 30 minutes, and TMC was probably 30 minutes to an hour. They used the PowerPoint and everything with TMC. And TMC is a military company. They are definitely a military company. The recruiter was ex-military. He still had his military haircut. And I think military veterans get an additional percentage of pay above what anybody else gets. Which, I mean, it's their company. They can do whatever they want. I really don't like preferential treatment like that. But hey, it's their company. They can do whatever they want. What else is there? After that, we went and we did pre-trips. There was a little bit of drama with pre-trip. What were some of the drama items? One of the... There are 3 sections of the pre-trip that we're doing. Section A, Section B, Section C. We're on Section B right now. We did Section A for the first week and a half. Now we moved on. We just started B like yesterday. One of the people wanted to go back and do Section A because that's what they're still studying. So that was one point of drama. Another point of drama was that same person that wanted to do Section A got irritated that I was standing there listening to them do their pre-trip, even though our instructors have told us that we should... Like, we've gotten in trouble for standing around talking while people are being instructed during the pre-trip and other things. They said that it's best for us to, while somebody else is doing something, to go and listen and watch so that we can learn from them doing it and learn from the instruction that the instructor gives to that person. Well, I'm about the only one in the class that does that. Everybody else goes and, like, BS's... 10, 15, 20 feet away. I don't know what they talk about because I don't participate in that crap. I'm paying $6,000 to be there. I'm trying to soak up everything I can. Well, this person got irritated that I was there listening to their inspection. And that was a minor point of drama. The next point of drama was everybody got to complaining about Russ again and about how we've been told something different every time we've done the pre-trip, and it's, we're paying a lot of money for this class, and we're not getting our money's worth. Russ doesn't know the damn pre-trip, because we got a new instructor today. We still had Russ, but Russ is in training. We've had Russ by himself multiple days because they're so short on trainers, but we're not supposed to have Russ by himself. Russ is in the process of being trained. So we had Daryl today, and Daryl was taking us through the pre-trip and was telling us that we were wrong on everything that we were doing, and we were like, well, this is what Russ has been telling us. And Russ never tells us the same thing twice because he doesn't know the damn thing. He's just making it up off the top of his head. And so we basically had to start learning the whole pre-trip over again today. So that was another point of drama. So we did some more parallel parking, and then we went driving around. A couple of people in the class, the 2 people that are the worst at shifting, why in the hell is my phone ringing? I don't care who that is. There's nobody calling me from that number that I care about. I think it's a wrong number, so I'm going to let it ring. The 2 people who are bad at shifting were, so this would be another point of drama. They were complaining yesterday that because of the instructor shortage, we were doing the backing maneuvers instead of the road course stuff that we were supposed to be doing. And then when we went out and we were doing the backing maneuvers again today, they started voicing their frustration yet again on missing out on driving time because they need work on shifting and driving. I don't need any work on shifting and driving. I did it for 4 years, and I've drove, I don't know, 4 hours or so far in the class, and every time I get behind the wheel for driving time, it feels like work to me. I don't have any issues with driving. I don't have any issues with shifting. I shift better than any instructor we've had so far. Um, I wouldn't say I'm a better driver than any instructor. I drive at least as good as all of the instructors, and I shift better than every single one of them. So I don't have a problem with driving. I would prefer that we do backing maneuvers, but the two people in the class, that are having issues with backing, or that have issues with the shifting, they've been complaining a lot about our lack of driving time, because the maneuvers that we're doing are just like, we're dumping it. It's just it's reference point memorization, and everybody's pretty much doing it first time. They're not having any issues doing any of these maneuvers, so they don't want to spend more time on these maneuvers. They want to do the road driving stuff. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, if I gotten to the point of this. I'm sorry if I already had. Daryl, we were able to go driving the second half of the day because we had Daryl. Russ we can't drive with Russ. He's not properly licensed. So we were able to go driving the second half of the day with Daryl. But Daryl's class that he was teaching went and did their CDL test today, and 2 of the 4 passed their CDLs. Daryl is going to have to go out with those other 2 people tomorrow, so he's not going to be able to drive around with us. And that means that we're going to go back and do backing maneuvers or parking maneuvers or skill stuff, the skill section, with Russ tomorrow. And those 2 people have already started voicing their frustration that because like our class for some reason has the trainee instructor, we're missing out on a lot of stuff. Normally, even when you go and you do the backing maneuvers or the skills maneuvers, a student drives the truck there, and then when you go to lunch, a student drives, and then when you come back from lunch, a student drives, and then when you go back to the CDL school, a student drives. So even whenever you do a day of skills maneuvers, there's student driving time. Russ is doing all of that driving because he's not properly licensed for one of us to be driving. We only have learner's permits, so we have to have a CDL holder in the passenger seat, which he is a CDL holder, but he said that because we are going to a CDL school, the state requires that the person in the passenger seat have an instructor license, and he is not licensed yet as an instructor. So we can't drive with him in the passenger seat. So yeah, some people are getting more and more frustrated every day because of that. Did I mention that we paid $6,000 for this 4-week class? Yeah, I can understand frustration. We're not getting our money's worth. I'm gonna if I get my CDL, it's because of me, not CDL University, me. They have not really helped me much on the pre-trip, and that's my biggest thing, is the pre-trip. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to be too negative about it. So tomorrow we're going to be doing maneuver things. Everybody was in a big rush to leave. Everybody's in, everybody wants to come in late. They want to take long lunches. They want to leave early. They're paying $6,000 for this class. I don't know why they don't want to do it. But everybody was, we got there a little bit late, and everybody was in a big rush to get out of there. We ended up leaving about 5 minutes late. We left about 4:05. So it's, I really can't wait for this school to be over with. And it's just getting more and more frustrating as the class goes on, but we're almost halfway through it. Like, I've only got like 2 weeks left. I am highly confident that I'm going to get my CDL first try, unless I just do something that auto fails me. Like I run a red light, or I hit a curb, or I don't know. There are tons and tons of things that you can auto fail on. Like if you are shifting and you hit your turn signal, then that's considered you don't have a hand on the wheel. You have to have a full hand on the wheel at all times. So you're constantly moving your hands between shifting and turn signal and stuff like that. If at any time you have one hand off the wheel and you're doing a turn signal, then you don't have a full hand on the wheel, and that's an auto fail. That's considered like you don't have you don't have any hands on the wheel. Also, if you if you do one of these when you're turning, I think that's an auto fail. That's considered not having any hands on the wheel. You have to do this stuff right here when you're turning. I think you can do hand over hand, but that's a learned thing. This is the way I turn the wheel. I do this, so it's a concerted effort. Like driving for me in preparation for the CDL test is very stressful, because there's so many things that I'm not used to doing that I have to do. One is the way that I hold the wheel. Doing this kind of stuff right here, it's unnatural movement, and it takes longer to turn when I'm, like I normally, do one of these right here, and doing this kind of shuffle crap, it takes longer to turn the wheel. I have to go slower. Like I have to change everything I'm doing. Also, they make you do so many mirror checks that you can't really focus on what's in front of you, and it gets really dangerous whenever you're in heavy traffic and you're doing so many mirror checks, because you have to be able to look at what's in front of you for 3, 4, maybe even 5 seconds to be able to judge like movement speed and traffic flow and stuff like that. If you're just glancing at it for a second and then looking over your mirror like they want you to do, where you're just constantly just head on a swivel, this stupid crap that's unrealistic, you cannot judge movement speed or flow of traffic whenever you're only looking at something for like 1 second. You have to look at it for several seconds to be able to judge that kind of stuff. It is just like the dumbest crap ever. The people who put these testing requirements together are just, it frustrates me. It frustrates me. It really frustrates me how stupid some of this crap is. I'm being real negative again. Sorry. But yeah, that's the driving portion of it. I have no problem driving one of these vehicles, and I can drive it very safely. But I have to do ridiculously stupid, unsafe stuff to pass the CDL exam. So I pretty much know what I need to do. It's just that I have a habit of doing things differently, so it's a concerted effort. I have to focus on it and remember to do it this particular way during the test. So that's the only way I think I could fail, is if like I just go back to casually driving like I normally do during the test. If I get relaxed or something like that, that's my big fear, because I just need to just be spinning my head around constantly and driving like a dumbass for 20 minutes or whatever. I can handle that. I could do it. That's about it. I'm just going to keep rambling about stuff. It's like therapy. I keep wanting to stop doing the videos, but I kind of look forward to doing the videos, even though nobody watches them. So it's like, I know that I could start doing some clickbait titles, and like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I could do to get views, like one of the things I could do is tell everybody in class that I have a YouTube channel, and I'm sure several people would go check it out, but I don't really want that. Because I think I talk a little bit of trash about them on here. Maybe Gary searches CDL University on YouTube, the director, or maybe the owner, Darren, searches CDL University on YouTube and runs across my videos, and maybe they watched one of my videos or something, and maybe I talked a little trash, and they called me out on it. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I don't really have to worry about that crap when I have nobody watching my videos. If I had 1,000 people watching my videos, I'd be sitting here thinking, man, I wonder if Gary is one of those people. I don't have to worry about that with 0 views, though. But, alright, I think that's about it for the video. It's a short one, only 20 minutes. Thanks for watching.